Thai nation. I've been in Vietnam for nearly 2 years. But I can't stop being surprised and awed here. Each time I visit a new land in Vietnam, I always have interesting experiences.
I'm here in Sông Đốc town, Camau province. My name is Brian Nathan, and you're watching Vietnam Discovery.
Originating from the Cai Tao Central Revolution, the Đốc River spans 58 kilometers and flows westward into the Gulf of Thailand. Sông Đốc town is located in Trần Văn Thời district, Camau province. The name Sông Đốc means the Đốc River in English. Because Sông Đốc is an ancient coastal town, boats and vessels are still the most convenient means of transport. Although this place is a bustling urban area, it only has one main road and several narrow and winding alleys. Local people move around these alleys on foot or by motorbike. In Sông Đốc, I've explored the local people's traditional customs, daily habits and folk beliefs, which have formed the unique culture of the coastal region in southern Vietnam.
And I've seen a lot of temples in Asia, but there's something really special about this temple here in Sông Đốc town here in Camau province, and that's that they worship whales. When the fishermen are out at sea and they're in troubled time and there's a storm, they worship these whale gods to help give them safekeeping. I'm about to explore inside this temple and just see what's inside. So come on and check it out. Ciao.
When it comes to fishermen in the coastal areas of southern Vietnam, whales are not only friends but also sacred creatures that help fishermen in distress. Because of this, the worship of whales is practiced in many places and people respectfully call whales ông, which means great whale.
Đây xương cái ong đó, cái xương ong á, coi này cái đầu ong nè.
Oh wow.
Còn hàng ở trong là cái quách hồi đó đó, cũng xương ong đó. Còn hầm chỗ này nó hầm mặt trên sống á.
Come on. Wow, so those rib cages there, they're actually real. They're from a whale, and they're preserved here and they're wrapped in this cloth. And even under there, in this altar right here, is the actual skeleton of the whale. It's like a tomb for the whale that they worship. I didn't realize that was real though.
On the 15th day of the second lunar month, visitors can take part in the Nghinh Ông festival, which features solemn rituals and is held to pray for bomber catchers. In coastal areas, the men spend a lot of time fishing at sea and are considered soldiers in the front line. Meanwhile, most women stay home and make fishing nets.
Tôi tên là Brian. Chị tên là gì?
Tên Thắm.
Nice to meet you.
Knitting a fishing net is more difficult than stitching one, because knitters have to know how to join pieces of net together into a large set of net, which is similar to a dressmaker's job. Workers here learn how to stitch the net by themselves, and then they teach each other. In order to become skilled at this and maintain a stable job, you have to have a keen eye to spot even the smallest ribs on the net and be meticulous with each stitch.
Giống làm đi biển vậy đó. Ở cái nhà thì với lưới gì nè, đàn ông được đi biển thì 20 ngày mới về á. 10 ngày sao đi nữa, như 11, 12 vô vậy đó, rồi 19 đi ra nữa vậy đó. Dớ lưới thì có nhập đúng hàng tháng vậy đó, tháng thì sẽ nhập nhiều, thì ít thì có ít vậy đó.
Em làm được không? Not as easy as it looks. She's very protective of her knots. Okay, I think I got it now. So. So it's really simple. You take this here, you put it through the nearest hole there. Once you got that in, you just gotta pull, and you go in through, back into the hole there, give it one pull there. And there you got it, folks. A perfect knot. Yep, and then just forgot that last hole there. Done. High five. All right, and that's how it's done.
Fishermen have to face many difficulties in terms of weather, markets and prices. Due to this, wages earned by their wives who stitch nets are also an important part of a family's income. During days when fishing vessels stay on shore, the women can earn up to $12 per day. When vessels go out to the sea like today, fishermen's wives can still earn enough for daily life.
So she's here from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. working. And she's doing this for 20 days, sometimes a month straight, every single day. And it all depends on the season and how many fishing nets they need to fix. And she's here doing the exact same job, which is stitching and repairing these nets by hand. And she's doing this, sitting down here, going piece by piece, inch by inch, from morning until night, fixing these nets every single day. It's a hard job. It's tiring and it's repetitive. You're just doing this in, out, in and out, in and out, repeating over and over and over again. Anh có khỏe không? Anh
Every day, this man goes along the river and coast to collect underwater scrap and waste materials. In addition, he earns his living by cleaning the boat hull. This job is quite flexible. Whenever ship owners need to clean their hulls, they just call divers like him. He is now 30 years old and has had 7 years of work as a boat hull cleaner.
There's oxygen coming out of the hose there. It's got a leak in it. Should probably get that fixed, but it doesn't seem to bother him at all. A little bit dangerous though, because water can get inside of it. So these are what grows on the bottom of these boats here. They're like barnacles. And then this is only after about a month too, so that's quite a lot of growth that you gotta remove. Now the reason you gotta remove these is that over time, if these build up, they can actually cause a lot of damage to the boat. So you want to scrape these off as much as possible, and that way it makes the boat last longer. So it's really, really key to get these off. So his job is actually quite important for the longevity of this boat. Anh có mệt không?
Mệt nhưng mà làm quen rồi.
Rất mộ thơ bao lâu?
Tùy theo nhỏ lớn, rồi kích thước nó sao, nặng nhẹ nữa. Chứ mà để lâu lâu rồi mình làm lại thì nó hơi nặng. Rồi nó hơi lâu, mất khoảng 2-3 tiếng. Còn nếu mình làm thường thường á thì mất khoảng chừng 1 tiếng thôi. Rồi nhỏ thì mình làm mau hơn đó. Còn nó bự ra nữa thì mình làm lâu một tí nữa.
Có nguy hiểm không?
Có nhưng mà không đến nỗi lắm. Mình làm quen rồi cái động tác của mình nhanh lẹ là cũng không có đến nỗi mà nguy hiểm. Nè, 3 cái này là nó bị đứt nè. Con hào nó cắt á, khi mà mình đẩy nè, cái len nó tựa cái này. Khi mình sủi ra, con hào nó bám rồi nè. Banh này. Làm quen rồi nè. Cái này là khi mà mình đẩy nó chờ cái len này. Rồi cái này nó bá vô trong đó, cái nó xước. Những cái dấu này là dấu làm ở đó ra không đó.
Perhaps because diving is dangerous and requires a lot of skill, that there are already 3 half cleaners in Sông Đốc town. On average, divers can earn up to 7 to 8 million Vietnamese đồng. Most half cleaners are poor and have no land to open their own business on, can't afford a fishing boat. However, most are quite happy with their jobs. These days, Sông Đốc town in Camau province is so quiet and peaceful because the big fishing vessels are away on fishing trips. Life seems to slow down as mothers and wives wait for their husbands and sons to return with summer catch and happiness. However, life is not always this peaceful in the coastal Sông Đốc town in Camau province.
I'm standing here at a monument that commemorates all the people that died here back in 1997. A really bad storm came here and nearly killed over 1,000 people, and it destroyed most of the town here. But just from walking around and talking to people, you can really see that they came together as a community, and they've still been doing what they've been doing for many years, and that's living off the sea. And not just living, they're thriving from it. They've rebuilt and they've developed, and it's quite remarkable just to see and talk to them and just to hear their experiences. Con bão nu thế nào?
Cơn bão thì dông tới thì ghe chìm ghe thôi. Chìm ghe qua 2 ngày sau thì vớt xác người ta vô vậy đó. Ở nhà thì vô nhà thì trong bờ nhà sập hết rồi. Ở khu vực này sập nhà. Quen gì sập hết đây. Nhà đó thì nhà trong đây thì sập hết tàu thì cũng chìm mà ở trong bờ cũng vẫn chìm luôn. Cũng vẫn có chiếc chịu không nổi chìm tại bờ luôn. Hồi đó là bão số 5 nó rồi chở vô đây nè, chở xác người ta vô đây vậy đó, rồi bắt đầu cắt ở đây. Ai nhìn được thì nhìn nhưng mà không nhìn được thì đem ra ngoài biển chôn.
That storm was the biggest to hit in the last 20 years. Camau province was the locality that sustained the most severe damage. It took several years for local life to return to normal. However, and sons have succeeded their father as fishermen while he stays at home and makes dried fish. Life still goes on here thanks to these brave men who have continued despite hardships.
It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm half asleep, but all these fishermen are wide awake. For them, this is just another day in their life.
This morning, I followed a trawler to go fishing at sea. This trawler is small. It is only used for one-day fishing trips near the shore. Trawling, which entails catching fish by pulling a net through the water, is a traditional form of fishing in waters near the mainland.
Tôi tên là Brian.
Tôi là tên Tuấn.
Tuấn. Okay.
Tuấn, the owner of this trawler, has spent 21 years fishing. Previously, he worked on big vessels that fished offshore. He has been trawling for 2 years.
What we're doing now is we're casting out the net. Putting this out back here, hopefully we'll catch some stuff today. I'm helping them unravel it here. It's pretty tangled up.
From what I can see, fishermen spread large sets of nets into the water and then drive the trawler at high speed in order to catch seafood. As the trawler runs at high speed, fish and shrimp are driven into the net. On each day of trawling, Tuấn drops the net 4 times. This form of fishing requires a lot of fuel, so the cost is high.
Wow! All right, so after, very good. So we got ourselves here a squid. We got a few of these guys in here. We've got ourselves a good amount of stuff. We got shrimp, squid, some fish, some crabs, and some trash as well, unfortunately. A lot of the fish that we caught are these little baby ones, which we don't really want. We want the big, mature ones, because those will get the most value at the market.
Trawling catches even the smallest fish, which is why many consider it to be a destructive form of fishing that can wipe out large areas of underwater wildlife. Although many people do trawling as their livelihood, Tuấn tells me that trawling is not encouraged in some areas. Strict regulations on sizes of mesh, the time and locations of trawling must be observed. In addition, fishermen using trawlers now face many difficulties in fishing.
Như hôm nay thì nó không đạt, bởi vì làm như nó hết con nước đồ đó, rồi nước nó cũng hơi xấu quá nè, quýnh không đạt nhiều. Bữa nay tính ra gì là nếu quýnh giá cào như vậy là nó chỉ đủ dầu, không có lời.
Sao anh không design?
Đi vài ngày thì như làm cái đồ cái hàng muối khơi đi vài ngày á thì phải đòi hỏi cái tàu phải cho lớn. có phương tiện lớn được, mình hầm lớn mình muối được lâu ngày. Còn như mình tàu nhỏ mình chỉ quýnh trong cạn rồi mình đi sáng đi chiều vào.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and dock the boat. We're gonna go sell today's catch and see how much we can get for it all. All right, guys. Whoa! Anyway. 15! Just kidding. We got about 3.5 kilos. Baki.
One day of fishing with Tuấn has helped me understand more about the life of fishermen in Sông Đốc town. Hopefully, fishermen like him will always follow fishing regulations so that seafood reserves are preserved and fishing trips always end with a happy and gentle smile. After exploring the aquatic culture of the town, my final destination in Sông Đốc town was a seafood processing workshop.
So I'm at a really special workshop here in Sông Đốc, and that's because they process anchovies. These fishermen out in the sea, they just came from their bigger boat out there, and they're bringing in today's catch, which is going to be hopefully a lot of anchovies. Wow, niote, that is pretty good for off-peak season. All right, so once the fishermen put them up here, you gotta slide them down. The first step is to remove any excess ice. Salmon done. Not bad. Now, once we got these, we're gonna bring them over here. So, what this station is here is they're actually going to be washing all the anchovies to get rid of any excess ice or any other fish or anything that might be stuck on them. So now we're gonna be dipping them in here. This is actually filled with really hot water. You should not be wearing sandals. And this is gonna cook the anchovies and mix it in with the salt and sanitize them. So we're lowering the second batch in here. It takes about 3 minutes to go ahead and cook these guys. Once they're cooked, we're gonna go ahead and lay them outside. It smells pretty good actually, like a fish soup. It's my first time inside an anchovy place like this. To see the whole ins and outs, because these anchovies are not only just eaten, but they're also used to make a fish sauce as well. So there's a lot of uses for these anchovies. The water started to boil, and once you see those bubbles there, you know that it's finished. So now we're gonna bring it up, and we're gonna put it on this crate over here. Woo! You can feel that steam coming off of it. It's hot. Yeah. Pretty good. Now the last stage is super, super important to getting these guys crispy. You're about to see what we're gonna do next. Now we're at the final stage of processing, and that is letting these guys dry out in the sun. So I'm here with the workers, and we're gonna lay these racks out just on over here. And hopefully in a few hours, we'll leave them out in the hot sun and they'll cook. But if it's too cloudy today or if it's not hot enough, we might have to leave them out for a little bit longer.
After being boiled and dried, nearly 4 kilograms of fresh anchovies becomes 1 kilogram of dried anchovy. Every day, each anchovy workshop in Sông Đốc employs around 50 workers. When there's more anchovy to work with, a workshop may need up to 150 to 170 workers.
I've had such an amazing time here in Sông Đốc and Camau. Just getting to know the people, trying out the jobs, and experiencing what it's like to walk in their shoes for a day has been really rewarding and eye-opening. I highly recommend checking out this area and just exploring all the riches it has to offer. I've had such a fun time here. I hope you guys have too. So from all of us at Vietnam Discovery, I'm Brian Nathan, and I'll see you guys next time.